now that breastfeeding is very, very, very essential, and exclusive breastfeeding shouldn't be taken for granted. So we're going on this short break and we'll be back. You don't go away. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. Okay, still on this, our discussion about exclusive breastfeeding, I'm still going to highlight some more points that we need to know that makes exclusive breastfeeding not comparable in any way to infant formula feeding. One way is this: when mothers exclusively breastfeed their child, they reduce risk of some infections. Why? Because the breast milk is rich in antibodies and anti-inflammatory agents, growth factors, hormones that, boost the child's health against things like gastroenteritis, things like, ear, high infections, and the likes of it, skin diseases that some infants have. What about the issue of constipation? They'll say, the baby needs more water. You don't need water when you're doing exclusive breastfeeding. Why? Because the breast milk has the right composition, the right texture, the right, fluid manner that it should have. So it can never, ever constipate your child. In fact, that period that the mother is breastfeeding, the breast milk alone can sustain a baby for the first 6 months of life with the right nutrients, with the right energy. What about on the side of the mother? Postpartum depression. I talked about it last week. I explained that when a mother breastfeeds well, there are lesser chances of having psychological breakdown and depression. It heals. Another thing again is the issue of overweight. When mothers breastfeed well, you will shed some weight. You will shed some weight naturally, because I will still explain more on how breast milk comes, because the chemistry behind the production is that some of it comes from the body stores, the body nutrient stores, and the remaining comes from your dietary intakes. So as you are breastfeeding, you are breaking down some parts of your body stores have been broken down, and of course, you will lose weight. And then I would say breastfeeding also helps in family planning and child spacing. Yes, it is natural because the process of breastfeeding reduces fertility by a mile. Now, one other thing that we must never forget is the issue that breast milk is actually, the feeding is controlled by the child. The child just knows when he has had enough and when he needs more. Now, the issue of, we are now measuring some bottles and we have to finish up all of these bottles is removed when you are exclusively breastfeeding. Do not forget that acquired immunity is increased when you exclusively breastfeed. And I'd like to say this, maybe to cap up this exclusive breastfeeding campaign, that we are actually getting ideas from mothers out there. Perhaps you have your story to share of what your exclusive breastfeeding journey was like. Was it turbulent? Was it easy? Was it stressful? Whatever you share would definitely help another mother. Now, this is a good point for me to wrap up the show. So